back. The game was so good. And also the game, there was like an abnormally long line, and I went through a different entrance than I usually go through. I was like, oh hell no. I don't think it was the line for me, you know? I was like, surely this is not the line. Surely this is not the line I'm supposed to be in. I like stood there for a second, and then I inched closer because I was pretty sure that was the wrong line. Because I'm a member and all, you know. Barely, but yeah. I had just had my sushi, and I was just happy and talkative and super, like, ready to meet people. You know when you're just in the mood to meet new people, and you're just, like, ready to chat to anybody, like. But I was confused on what this line was, because usually the line isn't that long, like, on a typical game day. And people were saying that. Like, people were saying, like, what is the line? Everyone was confused. Everybody's like, what? Huh? But we're all kind of moving the same way and, like, going in this line. And people were just waiting in lines. Like, just waiting. I asked people, what is the line? No clue. No idea. They were just there. They were just, like, literally, I asked this lady, and, like, she was, like, a mother. Like, she had a whole family with her. And she just looked at me, like, so blankly. She was like, what's just the line? I don't know. I'm like, girl, what? What? You just got in this line? You don't even know what this line is for. I mean, you can assume, but I saw a lot of that. There was a lot of that. A lot of that. That's like the stuff you read about on the internet. Like, studies show people stand in line if a line is there, you know? No, but they really were. I mean, I guess it was safe, because what else were you there for? Like, obviously, we're there for the game. There's no other event going on at the time. It's not that crazy. But I don't know. It was just kind of like, okay. Usually the line I go to is fast, like fast. Usually the lines are pretty fast in general. Even like GA. I was extra confused. Extra confused. I was like, can I stand with you guys? And they were just like really awkward about it. They were just so awkward about it. I don't know. It's like she couldn't process me. It's like like it's just like a wheel turning, like loading, pending. Like she was trying to process me even being a thing. I'm talking to her. She was so confused. Anyway, then I went closer. I was in another line for a little bit, a couple minutes. I don't know. I kept inching closer. I would sit still for a second, and I'd be like, hold on. Hold on. Ain't no way. But I was willing to come back. Like, had I been wrong, which is rare, had I been wrong, I would have gone back to the back of the line. No problem. But I went forward, and these other guys, they came in the door I usually come in. The one that's like more, it's like more outside. This time I came like from the inside. I know that doesn't make any sense. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. But I noticed they came from the door I usually come through. But they were not members. They were like extra confused. Kind of on some finesse shit. Trying to just like get in a line. And then I was chilling for a sec because I don't care. Like, I'll go in the GA line. If it's, I'm just looking for the fastest entry that I have access to. All right, I don't really care about the label. I don't care what it's called, Sapphire, Gold, member only, exclusive, Delta, fast lane, speed lane. I don't care what it's called. I just want to get in. I don't want to wait in line. I was in this line that I figured would be pretty short. And this guy, he started talking about how he like won something or like got something through some contest or something, or I don't know what he was talking about. I was so confused. And he was like, yeah, we used to go in the members entrance, but the lady's just being a jerk, or she's just being real ugly about it today. Me, a member, was like, wait, what line is that? Where is that at, my good man? Where's she? I need to find her. I was still in the GA area, turns out. So, but they were cooler. They were cooler than the last family that just looked at me like I was, they could not have been real people. There's no way. That's how I knew I was in the wrong place and I wasn't supposed to be talking to them, because it's like they didn't load in fully. Like they weren't fully there. Like, you know, they were just fillers. I wasn't supposed to actually talk to them. Like actually talking to them kind of broke the system. It was like, ooh. Like there was not a response loaded, like, you know, in the code. Like there was no response. They were not prepared for me to talk to them. The second group was more like charming, more like casual, like haha, like bar talk, like. And then I went to go check the member line since he said that, and I knew where the member line was. I thought the line was long. Like I thought the line I was in was the member line, and we all just, because there's a lot of members. There's a lot of members. And I thought we all just got there at the same time or something. Which, again, I wasn't really tripping. I just wanted to be at the right place for me, you know? I just wanted to be where I was supposed to be. That's all. I didn't really care. You know, it wasn't that deep. It really, because we were early at this point. It was early. It was like 6:30. The game didn't start till 7:30. Or like 6:40. I don't know. It was early. But it was packed. But yeah, I went to go check the member line, and I was like, I'm gonna go check. And he was like, all right, we'll hold your spot for you if you want to come back. And I just thought that was so sweet. I just thought that was so sweet. Because he could have been all like weird about it, like, oh. But they were so cool. They were so nice. And I was like, that's awesome. But when I got to the member side, they were really cool, and everything felt normal again. Everything felt like people, I don't know, were speaking my language type shit. Because sometimes I'd be like, am I the only one that speaks this language? Like, hello? Is anybody out there? But yeah, pomegranate is so good. I'm gonna say bussin', but kind of ruined that. Long story short, I found my people. That looks so good, doesn't it? I found my people though. I went to go sit down, and my seat was next to these two really big people. No shade, no nothing. They were just spilling out of the seat. I don't know. Facts are facts. That's what it was. That's what it was. Not even on no funny shit. It wasn't funny, actually. It was kind of sad. But yeah. Same thing with them. I was like chit-chatting, like small talk, like came in all glee and happy and throwing little convo. Anything, bro, anything. Nothing. Just looked at me like. And then continued talking to each other. Which, fair, I get it, but damn. Like, damn. And I'm not really that talkative at the games anyway. I go by myself all the time. I don't say anything. Like, typically, I'm just sitting there, like, dead ass. If you see me, if, like, I was really vlogging me at the game, like, usually I'm vlogging, like, the game. But if someone was vlogging me, I'd just be chilling. But that's because I be by myself. Which is cool. It's cool. Like, I mean, when I'm with people, you know, when I'm with people, yeah, I have that confidence boost to be all loud and rowdy too. But when I'm by myself, I be chilling. Because I'm by myself. What do I look like being extra, drawing attention and stuff? Yeah, they were just super weird. So I just sat there and I was just silent. Because, like, once I make an effort to, like, talk to you or, like, engage with you and you shut me down, good luck getting a second attempt from me. Because it's like, it's just in my mind. You're just, the note under your picture in my mind is like, not talkative, or doesn't talk, or don't talk to you. You know, it's just like not like, not in like a rude way, just in like a, it's a waste of my time kind of mental note. Because that person either doesn't like me, or they're not conscious enough to have a conversation for real, or yeah, usually just those two. Which is fine. It just lets me know to stop trying. You know, I know where you stand. So I didn't talk to them the rest of the time. And then turns out my seat wasn't actually next to them. It was like 2 over. My seat last season was 3rd from the aisle. And I was thinking this season I got 3rd from the aisle again. Even though I'm in a different section, I thought it was 3rd from the aisle. But I was wrong. So I sat there for like a good minute. A good few minutes. A good 20, 30 minutes. I don't know. Keep in mind, the game hasn't started. It's still early. So early. But yeah, I'm just like, they were kind of rude for someone that's like spilling over into my seat. Turns out it wasn't my seat. I told them, I was like, oh, that's my seat. The one next to the guy that he was halfway in. But I told him, I was like, oh, that's my seat, but I'll just sit here, like 1 over, and if the people come, then I'll just move over there. And they just looked at me like, okay, cool, got it, copy. So yeah. And then at some point, somebody came for their seats. They weren't even in the right seat, which happens all the time. I wasn't surprised, but they were giving the energy of like that was their seat, like, and I was bothering them when they were not even in the right location, which just takes me back to like people not being fully coherent and there. Like, I don't think they were being mean. I think they just were not processing what I was saying or what was happening and did not care to. I think that's the part. Like, some people don't care what's going on. They don't want to know. They don't want to. You can try to explain it to them all day, and they're just like, they don't even disagree. They won't even disagree with you. They'll just look at you. They just look at you. Anyway, they got kicked out of their seats. Their seats were on the other end of the row. I'm like, well, I'll be damned. Because I was wrong. I was a seat over from my seat. I was 1 seat over in the incorrect seat. Which is not a big deal. If somebody comes for that seat, I just scoot over 1 to my seat. They were on the wrong side of the row giving eyes. The fuck? People did end up coming for the seat I was in too, though. So I did have to scoot over 1 to my original seat. A lot of people came at halftime and like 3rd quarter. I was like really confused because I was like, the game is over. But mind you, I got there at 6:30, so at this point, I don't know what time it is, like 9:30. We're 3 hours deep. I'm like, y'all, we're done. We're cleaning up. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? What are y'all doing? And I just saw people pulling up with their food trays and making a whole show of it. The whole family pulling up. Can't get the seats, find the seats. In the way. But it did turn out to be a really good game down to the very end. So I guess they were right. I guess they knew something I did not. But I'm glad I went early. I think it's just a much more enjoyable time when you like kind of make a day out of it almost. You low-key kind of got to make a day out of it. Yeah, you're gonna see the highlights. The highlights go crazy. I got some good video. This is so good. Like, I just love how it peels back and reveals the goodness. But yeah, good game, boys. Good game. You know what else I was thinking of? I used to cheerlead basketball in high school. And like, we were really good at the time. I'm not even trying to gas. Like, we were really, really good. Like, the news was at our school because we were so good. And it's like, cheerleading back then, we were like on the court. And we took up like a side of the court, like a whole side. Sometimes a whole side, sometimes like half a side. But we were on, it wasn't like, I feel like in now, in like pro teams, they're more kind of like, the cheerleaders are more tucked off in the alley or something. Or like the dance team. But like, that's the thing, we had cheerleaders and dance team and step team in high school. So it was very separate. But the cheerleaders were always like on the court, like front and center. Like very much a part of the action. But I just looked at it as front row seats, which is like courtside seats. So I guess that's why I'm not like super googly eyed about like my seats, because there's people in front of me. As long as there's someone in front of me, I'm kind of like, can you move? Like, like, it's like the experience could be better, and I know it because I've had better. It wasn't at a pro level, but like, I'm just used to seeing the guys up close and personal, like seeing nothing, no obstructions, no people crossing. Like, I just realized that today. I'm just like, because I have great seats. Like, I have a great seat in this school, like I said. But I've also sat at the wall of State Farm Arena, like at the back wall, when you're like, and it's actually kind of cool being up there if you're just looking to see like the structure and like how the stadium looks type shit, and not actually trying to see the game. If you just want to be in the stadium, that's cool. It is cool. It's really cool just to be there. But I'm used to seeing the game a lot more intimately, like a lot more, again, being on the court. I feel like it's different even in high school now. I don't know how it is in high school now, but back then we were very much on the court. On the court, like, I don't know how to explain. There's no closer. There's no getting any closer. So that to say, if I were to have a courtside seat now, it would feel natural. It would feel more like high school, how it was in high school when I had a courtside seat then. You know? I don't know. I was just thinking today. I was wondering, like, because I mean, we would go to all the games, obviously. I was just wondering, like, what makes this so different? And I'm a little farther back and farther up. I'm not used to sitting. I'm not used to going. I'm not used to sitting in the stands while watching the game. Like, we would sit in the stands before the game and after the game to hang out. But during the game, on the court, watching. Engaged, like, in there. I always just like basketball games. It just feels like home type shit. It just feels cozy. I like the atmosphere. I like the types of people that go to basketball games. It depends where you sit too. Because last season, well, I don't know. That's not fair because I had way more games last season. But last season, I had like not so great experiences at the games. Like, it wasn't bad. It was just like kids eating cotton candy next to me and sticky fingers, and I'm coming home and like sticky. Like, how did I get sticky? Like, you were eating cotton candy, I think, behind me, in front, next to me, like, ugh. And just, I don't know. I think it's just a better group of people where I'm sitting now, honestly. I do. I really do. I just think it's a better crowd. definitely higher up in the tax bracket area. So I got less games, but I got a more quality experience, higher quality experience. It's about time to renew for next year. I think they renew in February. Time to lock in. Anyway, that was a good game. I'm glad I went. I'm glad my ticket didn't sell. Even in the line, I forgot to like unlist it, like cancel my listing. So when I got to the front of the line, I had to like cancel my listing last minute. So I finally get up to the front of the line after all the hoops I fucking jumped through. All the finessing I had to do. And I wasn't ready. But luckily, the internet was pretty fast. And I could just zip right through. And then they had some kind of face ID thing. Delta fly through. I was like, what the hell is this? I'm so confused. I don't know what that was. I'm like, wait, we're doing this now? It really felt like we're in an airport, low-key. Kind of gave airport vibes. It's actually exactly like it is, yeah. I've just been locked in on myself. You know, that rubs some people the wrong way. Rubs some folks the wrong way. Rub on. Rub on. Rub harder. I don't know. I kind of want to stream. I kind of miss streaming. I think I might do that. Alright, bye. We got some pomegranate action. I'm so excited. Like, that was so... Do y'all eat these one at a time? I feel like it's like the best way to eat it. Never mind. Yeah, never mind.